soon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Bow bow. Bow bow. Actually, my brother had the tape of the band that did that music originally from the Twix / Ferris Bueller's Day Off music.
Yeah, it's the only thing I know it from.
The band's called Yellow, with no W, it's just Yellow. It's a pretty cool band, kind of industrial electronic stuff.
Never heard of them. For some reason,
Had one of the best recorded screams I've ever heard. It was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, but it's like not all the same type shit. It was like 2 really cool songs, and the rest was like and it was on a tape. So I'm like, I'm not skipping all this shit. Fast forward. Now I should probably seek out the CD. It'd be easy to listen to what I want to do.
Yeah, or just the song itself. Like now we don't have to scan through tapes.
Now I want to know right now.
Yeah.
Hello, can I get all their shit?
Dude, but what's happened? Like, think about like what's happened to us because of this. Like now we just get whatever we want whenever we want it immediately.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I have no patience anymore.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Like it was way easier for me back in the day to listen to a full like tape or an album of a band that I'd never heard of before, without thinking about it, because it was like you weren't going to skip around anyway. You were like, okay, this is going to be a pain in the ass to skip around, so I'm just going to listen to this from front to back. Now you're like, okay, all the songs are listed in front of me, and I could literally just use my finger to press on one of them.
Pick the one song you want to listen to. That's it.
It's tunnel vision, baby. Hey, I think we're live. Is that us being live? Yeah, Alex
Excellent.
Somebody from the other.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's where we're live. Yeah.
Alan just fell down a hole and started yelling.
I'm having severe camera issues, so
Yeah. Oh wow.
Good
morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Little visual stutter.
It's all
good.
about
Welcome
the
to the-
audio.
Welcome to the thing.
Yeah. So let's introduce
good to
our
see these people.
special guest, Mr. Joe Flowers. Go ahead and tell everyone about yourself, dude.
The fuck does it say about me? Except I have many nicknames, and I think most of the people know me.
Afro Joe Nubs
so.
Flowers.
I don't know you at all, dude.
You ready?
What? That's all you need to know. That's
I'm going to tell you right now.
Mr. Flowers.
Afro Joe Nubs Flowers, a.k.a. the pregnant lady pimp.
Wow, that's impressive.
there's some other nicknames.
There's
too
some
now.
other ones.
You've got a
really-
lot of career choices based on
He
those
does.
nicknames.
He really does.
choices. I've done all those. That's how I got the nicknames. I've done them.
He's like, what do you mean choices?
I'm
Those are
especially
choices.
impressed by the pregnancy part.
Oh, we don't want to go there. We
Yeah,
don't want to go
yeah,
there.
we really
Having a
don't.
baby.
We don't. No.
I don't have any kids.
Well, I mean, you're the doctor. You would know about how this works better than I would, so I'm just gonna have to take your word for it.
So Joey, introduce
Yes.
yourself for the people that don't know you. Some people know you. He plays bass for Dichotic. He's playing on the Maximum Hormone song that's coming out later this month. Tell everyone about yourself. He's actually technically the first person that ever showed me Japanese music. I just didn't realize it. If you want to tell that story. Yeah.
Yeah, that's because you misunderstood when I said this is baby metal. You should listen to this. And he thought baby metal was a genre, like heavy metal or anything. He just thought it was a genre of music. And I just showed him one
Metal
or
for
two
babies.
songs of a genre. And like, no, that's actually the band.
I really did. Come on, when you hear that, you really think like, wait, that it sounds like a genre. It really does. Like baby metal.
You're definitely not the first one
time.
that I've seen have that issue. Like sometimes you turn on a reaction to baby metal, and they think the song is named baby metal or the genre is named baby metal, and then they
Right.
realize at the end, oh, that's the band. Okay, I got it now. Yeah.
And I was really bad at describing things. So I didn't really explain it well to him. So I didn't even realize
He never
that
did.
Didn't
He
know
never
that it was
does.
a genre.
Yeah, he's just like baby metal. I'm like, oh, that's a style of metal. That's weird. And then he showed me, but it was like so long ago. I
It's
didn't
really
even remember
poorly
what it
played
was.
instruments.
I didn't know what it was. He just showed me it was high pitched vocals. How old were we, Joe? Like, I was still in New York, so like I was like 19, 20. I don't know.
No, we're like I think some early 20s, somewhere in
Anyways, I came back to visit from El Paso to New York, and he showed me all that stuff, and then I was like, oh. And then he's like, this is baby metal. I'm like, oh, that's a genre of music. That's what's going on now? Okay. So
would you have felt better about it if he just called it kawaii metal right off the bat? And like, you're like, it's cute metal, right? Like, that's what that means. Would you have felt better about it if it wasn't baby?
I mean, he just showed me one song. I'm like, and all I said was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then that was it. And then I never heard it ever again. I still, to this day, don't know what song he showed me. And he doesn't fucking remember. So we still don't. Of course not. We still don't know what he showed me that day. But anyways. Keep talking,
that's Joey Flowers.
What else? Like, tell me your favorite Japanese band. Thank you so much, Band-Maid, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
1,000 yen.
1,000 yen.
Oh, nice. Favorite band would be the Gazette.
The Gazette. Absolutely. Got an old school metal fan in here. Old school J-Rock fan over here.
Absolutely. It's a great Visual K band that I don't know if they're still considered under that genre, Visual K. I'm not sure. But the recent album is top notch. You guys need to listen to that.
I will say this, if they're not still musically under that sort of genre, visually they still look like it, because the most recent photo sets that I saw, whereas Visual K is a guess.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The Visual Kings. So hey, Ryan, what you been up to this week, my dude?
Working so hard.
At what?
Trying to figure out how to get everything done that I want to do. I did a whole bunch of videos last Friday, so I've been just working editing them, getting them out, and still sorting out tour trip stuff for October, because I think we'll touch on this later. There's been shows added and places to go, and a lot of stuff going on, man. But staying busy, trying to get out some content. You know, a lot of new bands discovered with people making suggestions on to me, and a lot of bands that I get a lot of comments that stuff people haven't heard for a long time. So it's kind of cool introducing people to some one of the goals I had anyway. So.
Yeah, I think one of the most fun things that keeps being fun about having reaction channels is not necessarily us introducing ourselves to new music, but introducing other people that subscribe to us to new music that they've never heard before. Because that's my favorite comments that I get is like, oh man, I had never heard this before until I watched your channel, and now they're like my favorite band, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, I did
that's super awesome when people do that, dude.
Yeah, it's Stereo Pony, and I didn't know. I never heard of them before, and people are like, oh, this is a nostalgic band. I haven't heard them for so long, and they kind of were important as far as kind of leading up to the Band-Maid and stuff like that. So, which I did 16 videos. I didn't even do a Band-Maid one.
Wow. Yeah, I remember you saying that last week, dude.
What's going on? Yeah. So I need to fix that.
Yeah, for the chat, by the way, guys, we know that Alan is having video issues right now. His audio should be fine the whole time, but you might see
I'm just cooling down my phone. Phrases. Which kind of sucks because you guys can't see what I'm talking, but it's whatever. But it's all a podcast. Make sure you follow us on Spotify. We do release a podcast over there if you want to hear the audio version of it, and we do have it on there. So
well, you don't have to see any of us.
You don't even have to look at us if you don't want to, man.
I mean, Joey's a pretty beautiful man, but you know,
no, sir.
Like we talked about,
there's great benefits to not having to look at us.
He turned that down immediately. It's like, please don't put this pressure on me. No. I don't want to have to be the attractive one.
It's the rage in our Discord.
And Wave Potter, our fourth normal member, is not around today. Mr. Moist, is that what they call them? The moist one? I think we have two moist people on the show now somehow.
He squirts, he's a squirting wave.
Squirts, the squirter.
Yeah, doesn't everybody squirt? If not, Dr. Moist can take care of that.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God. Dr. Moist, tell us, how do you take care of squirting issues?
Virtually. That's what I really want.
That is my secret, and I do not reveal that.
That's fair. A magician never reveals. A magician never reveals, man. Like, you got to listen to that guy. Yeah.
I want to know. Nobody else wants to know? I want to fucking know.
No, what I want to know from you, Alan, is what you did all week.
Well, sir, I been still on my roll of chillaxing. I filmed the comic book strip, the manga version of the Maximum Hormone cover, Sume Sume Sume. So I did all the footage for that. And Monday I'm doing a hot dog scene or whatever. You know, the classic Maximum Hormone. I got to be shoving food in my mouth. So, and then right now we're trying to render us into comic book characters right now. So it's a crazy project, dude. Like, it really is. So guys, I know it's taking a long time, but we're trying to make this insane like Maximum Hormone would. And it's coming out great. Like, I really do. We got all the filming done. We got Wade Potter on that project. We got CPU from Korea on that project. So we got Vicky, who is like the main singer for Dichotic. We got Joey. Joey finally showing up in a song. And, yeah, it's exciting. That's pretty much what I worked on all week, is to get that song done.
What is this? Comic book characters? What are you doing?
So
you said that like we know what the hell you're doing.
You remember like the 48 show, like where it would have like little bricks or whatever, and like it would show you the future scene while another scene was happening. It was like called 48 Hours or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Where
I
like
have no idea.
Okay, so there's editing style where they show like scenes of a movie and stuff, and they show one scene, but then they show a future scene in another brick. Well, we're doing that, but with comic books. Like another a comic book style. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I?
Well, what's a brick? You mean a physical brick?
Like, you mean like a picture-in-picture thing?
Yeah, like, so you see me, like, so the whole premise is me breaking a fucking string. It's that simple. I'm breaking a string and I'm freaking out about it, and then I go to get that string fixed, but then I end up eating a lot of food along the way, because like that's the Maximum Hormone kind of thing to do.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and then yeah, so I'm freaking out trying to get like my strings and all that stuff, but it's in comic book form.
That sounds crazy hard to actually accomplish.
So while they're showing my story, you'll see Wave in the corner playing the drums, or you'll see Joey playing the bass in the left-hand corner. So like kind of like has this continuous foreshadowing effect. If you watch like the 48 Hour show, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's like a twist between that and comic books.
Okay, cool. That sounds pretty sweet, man. Well, a larger project than I've been involved in.
I just like doing it. Honestly, that's what I'm probably going to do from now on, because I really have fun doing it, man. Like, I love doing these covers and stuff, and like just going crazy with it, you know?
Yeah, man. YOLO, bro. You only get to live once, so like do what makes you happy. If this is what you're enjoying,
Alan,
this
is
what you should be doing.
Do you mean the show 24?
24.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Oh, that's when we're trying to escape prison.
Eddie Murphy,
right?
Nick Nolte.
You know, like 48, 24. I mean,
thanks, chat.
He just added an extra day to it, man. That's like it's twice as long.
Now it makes a little more sense. I'm like, this seems like
does.
people should know what it is.
Yeah, it's 24. I know what that is.
my camera's pissing me off right now. What the hell?
It's fine. Nobody wants to see it anyway.
Don't worry.
Nobody needs. All right, fine. I'll fucking.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm glad you're enjoying what you're doing now, though, because a couple weeks ago cool. you were like, life is tough, and now you're like, life is pretty fun. I like that.
I'm way more calm. I know my fans are like you know, fans of the channel. They're just like, I was talking to one of them. They're like, it is kind of weird for them. They're like, it's so weird seeing you just like relax. But maybe I'm not really relaxed.
It's all a facade.
It's all a facade.
The perception is relaxation.
Honestly, Joey knows me. Like, I'm just one of those people that is just really sporadic. Sometimes I'm calm, sometimes I'm not, sometimes I ain't. You know. You never know. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how my personality goes. And apparently, we're not going to see me, so I don't fucking know what to do. It's pissing me off now at this point.
I would, if I were you, I would just take off all my clothes. Hey, nobody can see me anyway.
You will definitely be alerted when your camera turns back on.
Camera suddenly turns back on and is working.
My clothes are already off. I don't know.
Yeah. I hope every time the camera actually does start working, Alan is doing something incredibly ridiculous and different than the last time.
Well, I like to occasionally rub my nipples, you know, so that'll be happening for sure.
There you go. Perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This
calms me down. I feel relaxed, you know.
That's your trick, huh? That's the secret to life. Rub your nipples.
Rub my nipple. You know, get a little stressed. You gotta rub a little nip. You know, get a little nip going. Get the little rub. You feeling pretty nice. Yeah.
Camera on now.
No.
You know he's doing it.
He goes, camera on now, and then he looks to the side.
I totally looked right now. I actually checked to make sure I had my shirt on. I'm not fucking with you. I was like, wait, is my shirt
Like,
off?
am I naked?
Yeah, I totally did that right now. I'm like, am I naked? I'm like, oh no, I'm still
Can they
clothed.
see me?
I'm still clothed.
Good thing you checked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the camera working so I could talk about the news. Like, it was a perfect segue. Fuck this. Fuck Sony. Fuck iPhones. Or, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's just me, huh, guys? It's just me, you know.
I mean, I'm not having problems.
Yeah, we're all fine.
Why? Why? It's always when I get no sleep, things happen.
Do you see a pattern?
Shocker.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're right. There's a pattern.
They might be telling you something. Maybe
get some
possibly.
fucking sleep, Alan.
Might be good.
Yeah, Dr. Flowers. How do you feel about sleep over there?
I always get a full night's sleep.
There you go.
mean,
He's
I
on
don't,
board for sleep, guys. We got to get sleep.
Yeah. Always need sleep. Sleep is the most important thing. Fuck eating. Fuck drinking. You need to
Wow.
sleep.
There it is, baby. There it is. And I love sleep, so I'm totally on board to support this theorem.
I guess it's working. I don't know. It's going to freeze in 5 seconds, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I woke up.
Everybody, just tell him it's working, and we can move on.
I woke up and my Sony was just like, fuck you today. I was just like, okay, fuck me today. All right, let's just not work. And then my iPhone was like, hey, fuck you too. We're not going to work. But anyways.
Well, you're not. It's not like you're going to hold up a poster board showing the news. We don't need to see.
I'm frozen. Look at fuck my life. All right. Anyways, ramen.
But
We're
you're
gonna talk
not.
about ramen.
Oh, you're not.
Ramen?
Right.
Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
food?
Yeah, it was a perfect
Noodles?
segue that got
had
fucked because of
breakfast.
my
That
camera
was very
issues.
smooth.
Because of my camera issues.
西焼きそば UFO
Genius.
うまんまナンバーワン西焼きそば UFO ラー油マヨわざそばも
I thought that was genius. I had to show
Great
you.
commercial.
Was that just a commercial that used maximum
Yeah.
hormone?
That's what it
Yeah,
looked like.
they took the song
awesome.
and it was for fucking ramen. I was like, this is genius.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, I
Awesome.
love Maximum
Damn.
Horror, man. It's like, yeah, like that band right there. Yeah.
Now I'm
Hey, my
hungry.
camera's like- I know, right? Dude, they always make you.
I haven't had any breakfast because we fucking do this at 11 a.m. So Wave can be on it, but he's not. 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, Wave. We love you.
That's bullshit, isn't it?
Oh
I think
man.
he just- think
Yeah,
needed
he
a break.
apologized too. He was like, "Guys, I'm so sorry." I felt so bad because you could tell he was like, "Dude, I gotta let them know that I'm not making it after I changed the time." I feel like,
Yeah. He's a guy that actually cares about
He really
other
cares.
people.
Yeah.
no, he really does.
He has empathy.
When Wave says
by
he's sorry,
that.
it's like, oh man, he's really sorry.
We're just
You saying you guys
joking.
don't?
We're just joking, but he cares like deeply. That's why I feel bad. That's why I wrote a message. I'm like, bro, like
Still pisses
you're
me
not
off.
forgotten, man. What do you mean?
Yeah, teasing him is like teasing like a toddler, like that. You know, is like you feel bad about it, you know, because
Yeah.
you know that they're gonna feel bad about it. Like if I tease one of my roommates, they don't give a
Wait.
shit, you know,
Wait,
because
could
they
be-
don't
could be
care
in a
about
toddler.
me.
Yeah.
Could be in a
I mean it,
toddler,
I mean
Wave.
it in the best possible way. He's got that sense of innocence that makes me
He
like
does.
Yes.
want to protect him a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to make him feel bad.
It's like
And then I
Eric.
feel bad.
It's like when Eric was in the band and he was doing it. Eric was like the innocent guy, you know, just shit would go over his head. Same thing, squirrel. You know, yeah. What?
Yeah. Most of my friends, man, if I could just shit on them all day and like I won't feel a thing about it because I know they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I know that they don't give a shit. They'll make fun of everybody else. They'll shit on everybody else, and they'll never feel bad about it. So I don't feel bad about that.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where if you don't give them a bunch of shit, they think something's wrong. They're like, hey,
Yeah,
why are you being
yeah.
nice? What's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
what are you
familiar.
doing, man?
Oh,
What are you
Joey
doing?
can tell you about that. What was it? We did this thing where I kick him in the shin like every day. And he would continuously bleed. You tell the story, Joe. I would kick him in the shin, and then one day I didn't kick him in the shin, and he was like, "Are you all right, dude?"
Yeah, I did. Okay.
That is
Hey,
hilarious.
Oh man,
dude, you know what that reminds me of? That's like when you're in a relationship with somebody and like you're calling them baby every day, and then like one day they don't call you baby for some reason, and you're like, wait, is something wrong? Like I know that like you just didn't say a word, but like
something's missing. Something's off. What's going on here?
Are we breaking up? Wait, what?
Is it over?
Yeah, we talked about this. Like you're like, where's the exclamation point? You put an exclamation point every fucking day. Not today though. And then it's always
this is what texting has done to us, man.
I know.
Texting has put us in a situation over the last 20 years where a single piece of punctuation can make or break a relationship.
We're insecure, sarcastic assholes. That's what I said on my last stream. I'm like, how did we turn into insecure, sarcastic assholes? This is crazy. Ryan's
no,
like,
that's what we always were. Now just everybody else knows it too.
Oh, okay. Ryan's like, I never was like that, guys. I don't know what the fuck you're talking. But so you guys, we have so much news to talk about. We got Klupo, really? Or help me pronounce it. Klupo.
It's an R.
Grupo.
Say it.
It's like an R, dude.
It's a rolling R, right?
Grupo.
Basically.
Grupo. I can't roll R's to save my life. But anyways,
we know what you're talking
Spanish
about.
Wife, man.
No, that's my issue with Spanish. Like, that's the one thing I can't fucking do. They tell me I'll be fine, but like, I still want to be able to do it. But anyways, so I reacted to this on my, like, I put it up, but I wanted all of us to watch it together. Here we go.
Hi everyone, クルポー。今日はバンドメイドのお知らせをチェックしていきたいと思います。ポ。どんなお知らせが待っているんでしょうか、ポ。それでは、レッツクルポー。
Po. Yes.
Yes.
Literally a reaction video that you made. Like literally.
Right.
I've only watched this video, which is funny.
Yeah, same.
US ツアー各地ソールドアウトに。お、追加公演。お、嬉しそう。You guys,
Fucking music is so awesome.
One thing I didn't notice was people were telling me in the comments that it was a new song. So when I went back and listened to them, like, it is a new song.
Yeah. Dude, all the tweets from the members are like, "Oh, is that new music? I wonder who that is." Like they were teasing. Everybody was.
Shout out to the fucking comment section because I read it this morning. I'm like, and I went back and listened. I'm like, oh fuck, it is a new fucking song. I was like, over my head. But we were just in the moment when we were reacting to it, Frank and I. But anyways.
Yes.
And then that perfect pause. That fucking perfect pause, dude. That perfect pause. But that sounds different, guys. In my opinion, like that song, it sounds different. Like I think we're getting a heavy Band-Maid.
Dude, it sounds like the intros from the concerts that they do. Like when before they come out, they're always heavier like that, and that's what it sounds like.
I'm excited.
It sounded sharp, man. Like it sounded like pointy and sharp and thick and like.
That's a good description. Yeah,
a good description.
I feel like I was gonna get cut by the guitar in there, man. Like I was just gonna.
You were about to.
Yeah, dude. I'm saying like that sounded like about as heavy as they get just from like an intro song.
Like I said, I hate myself for not even recognizing. I was so focused on what she was saying when I was watching it on Twitch. I was like, and then I saw the comments. And I'm just like, oh my, what? And then I played. I'm like, oh shit. This is amazing.
I can't fucking wait, man. I can't wait. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, let's keep going.
I like how it sounds, dude. I really do. And that perfect pause with Miku.
You know who? I'm sorry, real quick. You know who it kind of reminds me of a little bit, just the style of guitar work. All That Remains.
Yeah.
You ever listen to All That Remains?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, right on.
It's got a little bit of that.
Joey and I grew up with All That Remains. We know. I fucking love All That Remains. Yeah.
決まりましたぽ嬉しいぽそれにしても2万人超えはすごいですぽね嬉しいぽ2万人超えさあ続きを見てみましょうぽぽ速報に
So I was so fucking ecstatic for the acoustic album. If you watch my reaction to it, I was like, I feel like I was more ecstatic about that than anything else because I knew it was happening. I kept telling everybody what had happened, and even people were like, "Thank you, Ellen, for not rubbing it in." But I was like, I know it's going to be a CD. It's way too good for them not to make it a CD. So when they announced it on that video, I was so excited. What?
Like they were never going to put it out again in any form. Of course they're going to put it out.
Dude, it was too good. It was too good. When people are like,
you don't record shit like that and be like, well, that's all.
No, dude, it was too good. It was too good. Like,
dude,
sorry.
I feel like we kind of made this happen a little bit, man. Because like last week we were talking about this exact thing. We said, I don't want to have to listen to this only via the archive. You know, like we need to be able to listen to this on Spotify and shit like that. And like the next week, here it is, baby. They're raining down everything that we need on us.
Yes, because some of those songs are different. Like, even though it's the same song, it's a different song acoustically, in my opinion.
Completely
like,
different arrangement.
Completely different.
The arrangements are totally different, yeah.
And I love
There's going to be a DVD. People are like, why no DVD? There's going to be a DVD.
Yeah. We'll see the exact thing that we saw on that archive, except with like extra features. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'll struggle with the DVD, but I just want the music. So put that in the CD, just play it. I've been so obsessed with the instrumental, man. I just like can't wait for that acoustic because, like I said, I think it showcases Psyche's vocals to a whole nother level, and I'm excited for it. So, but
both of them, honestly, I think the vocals in general, like Psyche definitely was put in a featured spot that she's not necessarily normally in, exactly because there's so much music covering everything all the time when they're playing live, right? So in this one, everything's quiet outside of like Misa being in the center, who was also like, those were the two focuses to me, like Misa and Psyche, which are generally like the most hidden people on stage. Well, not Psyche being the most hidden, but you know, there's all kinds of electric instruments
audibly.
So in this situation, it was like you really get to hone in on what they sound like specifically, and I thought it was fantastic.
I don't know,
not only just being able to hear it, but being able to hear how fucking gorgeous her voice was.
Can I say something?
All these things that she does.
Is so the last acoustic album that I ranted and raved about. It's been a long time. It's since the late 90s, and it was Days of the New. I thought that was the best acoustic album I've ever heard in my life. Best mixing, best recording, and this will beat it because it's so good. I like both of them. If you haven't heard it, A Days of the New, he refused to play electric guitar. The singer's a dick, but the album is so well
the music's
mixed.
Freaking great, man.
It's so well mixed. Great. A Days of the New acoustic, I've never heard an album come close, and finally, we got this Band-Maid acoustic album, and honestly, like, they should make it more public, not just the fan club. I'm in the fan club, so I'm gonna go fucking buy it, you know, but damn, that should be released, because I think it's a masterpiece, in my opinion. I really do. It's just too well recorded, man. It's just too well recorded. Sounds so fucking phenomenal. I'm just like, I knew it was going to be a CD, you know? But anyways, I digress.
Quality-wise, I agree with you that I would want everybody to be able to hear it. But as we're going to talk about soon, they're getting popular to the point where they probably can do stuff and keep it a little bit more private now, like that, because people are joining up, you know? People are finding them, and people are going out of their way to get to them. So if it's going to put some money in their pockets...
I agree, but that acoustic album can win awards. In my opinion,
I agree with that also. I mean, I think we all agree that it probably could.
That will get Band-Maid in other categories that will make them more known. And I mentioned it on my channel too, because somebody was just like, they underestimated Band-Maid. I was one of them. I really didn't. I didn't really realize how, I guess, big they were in the States. Right? I did not know they were going to sell out like that. I
didn't either. No, this was a shocker.
So the fact that they added extra shows and stuff, we're going to talk about now. I got the article, but it's just phenomenal, man. Like, good job, girls. Like, they're killing it. They have the sound that fits in the States, in my opinion. They do.
That's true.
I agree.
That is very true.
For anybody that wasn't that was listening on Spotify, by the way, we were just watching Miku's reactions to the new Band-Maid reactions, the new Band-Maid announcements. And the first one, I don't think we actually read what it was, but it was about them. The second one we said was about the acoustic album coming out, but the first one was about them adding more dates to their tour because they sold out all of their American shows.
Yeah,
so now I'm glad for the Japanese fans, because there's a lot of people from Japan like, good for you guys, you get to see them.
We talked about this also 2 weeks ago when we were like, are they going to have to add more shows? And I think we were kind of on the fence.
Right.
And they did.
You were right.
Yeah.
Honestly, let's go watch the rest of this. We'll pull up that article, but you guys were totally right when you said we had to add more shows. I'll be honest. I underestimated it. I did not know it was going to be that big. I don't know. I should have known, but.
詳細発表とのことですぽ。これは楽しみですぽね。US ツアー前ってことになるんですかぽね。おー、すごい。それでは続きを見てみましょうぽ。まだあるんですね。すごい。なんだろう。オンライン公式 TBS だけで。
This is the online exclusivity.
Bro, I was so excited when I saw that. So excited.
Wait, so what was the second announcement then? Because that was the acoustic one right there, the third one.
Bro, I lost my shit when I said
sold out shows and added shows.
Okay, exactly. So the first one and the second one were kind of the same thing, right? Okay, gotcha.
Band-Maid からたくさん発表がありましたぽね。まず追加公演が決まりましたぽ。まさにアメリカンドリーム。ぽー。そして日本でのライブお給仕も。開催は夏くらいになるんですかぽね。プレというくらいだからアメリカの直前とかになるんじゃないかなぽね。楽しみですぽー。2年半以上もう有観客のお給仕できてないので嬉しいですぽね。楽しみっぽ。アコースティックの音源化もされるみたいで、これは待ち望んでたご主人様お嬢様も多かったと思いますので楽しみにしててくださいぽー。ということで、今回はクルッポーがバンドメイドのお知らせをチェックしましたぽー。それではまたお会いしましょうぽー。バイバイクルッポー。そういえば使われてた音源聞いたことなかったぽね。ぽー。ポポポー。ポポポポー。
What is it? That reminds me of something. What is it? Like when you grow up like Blue's Clues. That's what reminded me of. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. Very, very nostalgic reference right there.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry to anybody that has no clue what the fuck I'm talking about, but yeah. It reminded me of Blue's Clues.
I think most of us know Blue's Clues. And you guys over here, y'all on my left, Joe and Mir, you don't know Blue's Clues?
Joey's going to pretend like he doesn't.
No, I've seen it, but I've never watched it, but I've seen like commercials or whatever and advertisements for it.
I had my boy watching Top Gear and stuff like that when he was a kid. So,
God damn, fuck.
He watched kid stuff too. He didn't watch Blue's Clues though. Whatever he did watch, I blocked it out of my head because I don't want to hear it.
I remember my dad, like, he made fun of me, like, because I was like a kid, but he still did it anyway because he's sarcastic and he's like that. It's New York's thing to do. But I was watching Barney, and I remember like he made fun of me, and he like bought me the Barney CD for my birthday, and I was so pissed. He's like, well, you like it so much when you were a kid. And he fucking, like, put it in a box of rocks and shit and fucking had me open it. Dude, the most brutal gift ever. But you know he's trying to be funny. He gave me something after that. But, like, he just, like, he put a fucking Barney CD in a fucking package full of rocks and then put it with more rocks and just kept wrapping it. It was hilarious.
So it felt so thick and heavy too.
Yeah, so much. Oh my God, what the fuck is this? And then I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah, so you can sing the peanut butter jelly song. I'm like, fuck.
This is why it's impossible for us to ever like change our parents' thoughts on who we are as people, because they will always remember those times that we were listening to the Barney album, and they will always bring it back up to us.
I was like, Dad, I was 4. Come on, can we drop it now? I'm growing.
But I bet we could all sing that damn song still.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I'm just saying, I bet we could pull it off.
Everybody knows the "I Love You" song. Come, I'm just saying. Everyone, you know, okay,
let's not start it off.
Shut the fuck up, Alan.
We're getting into it now.
So we got the specialty store.
Barney cast.
Look at this. We got this a beautiful acoustic album. Ryan, are you gonna buy this acoustic guitar? I'm thinking about it.
Gonna.
You already got it.
Already did?
I was thinking about it, but
I can't afford it. I really want it, but
I'm good.
that's
What's
a
the price
lot.
on there? I can't
It's
actually
I think
see
it's
it.
about $480.
It's 54,000 yen, which is how much, Ryan?
I think it's around $480.
Actually, that's not bad. That's not
for an
bad.
acoustic.
It's not bad. I don't know. It's small. It's like how big is it though? It's a smaller guitar.
Is it? Oh yeah, mini
Yeah.
acoustic guitar. It says.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would give it to my
Which
daughter.
which doesn't mean it'd be bad, but it might be. a
Oh,
good
but
travel guitar.
for about $500, you do kind of want it to be normal sized, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
all for the logo. You know how
Yeah.
branding goes. But I want this acoustic album. Look at this.
I mean, yeah,
Band-Maid
my son
online
actually just
acoustic
started
studio.
taking guitar lessons. Like he's just starting right now. So I'm kind of showing him the ropes. I would absolutely love to give him this.
Right.
I
You
mean,
can
like
have
I
this,
said,
but it's gonna stay in my room.
my daughter
Yeah.
loved Band-Maid.
It's going to be hanging on my wall at all times.
Right.
so
When
you're
you're
not
done, you put
actually
it back
touching
here.
Hey, welcome, Dano. Just saw Dano in chat. Sorry, I haven't seen Dano in a while. Welcome, dude. But anyways, I just had a squirrel moment. But yeah, so this is the new merch.
Is all of this new? The t-shirts and stuff too?
Yeah,
the
they
new
just
designs
released
for the
this.
tour.
See, I like this, but I don't. I like these kind of shirts where they have.
Dude, I
like,
have this.
all the
I have
members.
this white shirt though. Like that's
Dude, the
that's
shirt that
already
you have
existed.
is impressive, man.
This one that I'm wearing now.
Yeah, I've never seen it before, so I'm just like, whoa.
Dude, I had this guy. This guy was, as soon as I started reacting to Band-Maid, I had this one fan that was just like really cool. And he's just like, I just want to send you shit, bro. Like I literally, he disappeared off the face of the planet. I hope he's okay. But he sent me like 6 Band-Maid shirts, and like 4 of them I had never seen before. Like I've got a couple of each. I have each girl too, like long sleeve shirts with each girl on them playing their own instrument. So it's kind of cool. Like it's like a,
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
you know.
It sounds awesome.
So I have some exciting news for you guys.
Ooh.
I'm in Lovebites now. I'm playing bass for them.
They told me I got
Congratulations,
the
man.
gig.
No, you didn't get, dude. I got the gig.
I already
I
got
thought I
bass
got
and
it.
everything.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
bro, I got bass.
I thought I got it.
You want to go? Let's go.
I'll fight
Let's,
you.
let's have the bass off,
fight
baby.
you.
Come on.
The bass off. Wait, before we even get into the Lovebites thing, though, do you want to talk more about the Band-Maid tour? Them opening new shows?
Yeah, we
These two
can.
guys. Look.
I just want
My
to show
family's
off.
too lazy to go.
I just
over there
want
and
to
get
show off my bass skills because I'm in Lovebites. You know that happened over
Yeah,
April Fools.
don't worry, man. We'll get to your band in a second. All right, your
I'm
new
sorry,
band.
it's my new band that I'm in. Like you guys just show some appreciation. I'm in
I think we should talk about more important things.
Come on.
You know, honestly, as soon as I saw that announcement, I did
Love
send
Bites
it
is pretty
immediately over
fucking
to my
important.
bassist.
Lovebites is pretty important. I'm just saying.
But you.
Lovebites is a top ass Japanese metal
and
band.
me
there, bro.
being in Lovebites is, I think, pretty important.
Yeah, it's very important. But just because we were already on the topic, I do want to cover the fact that Band-Maid is coming to friggin' New Jersey now.
And
That was
freaking
one of-
Chicago.
and Chicago.
Oh my
and
bad.
New Jersey.
The transition
But
too early.
just a little
Yeah,
bit. just because
bad.
we did
That's shit
mention
to
that
talk
they're
about.
opening the new shows, but like we didn't say where. And I gotta say, first of all, for all the people over here in my East Coast, Champ is going to be at the New Jersey show. So please come join me over at the New Jersey show. This is in my backyard. This is like 25 minutes away from my house, and it's a 4,000 person venue, which they are expecting to sell out. Which is nuts. I can't believe that they might actually sell out 4,000.
That'd be their biggest show that they've done, right?
Yep.
If it sells out.
By I think like 1,800 or something like that.
Wow.
Like it's a big difference.
And this is amazing because this will keep promoting them to keep coming over to the States.
Yeah.
They keep selling out like that. They're going to keep coming.
Oh yeah, definitely, and especially now that they're doing shows that are so close to each other. Like I was kind of thinking the best way for them to do this is to spread stuff out so that different people from different areas will go to their one show that they could get to, right?
Yeah.
But now they're realizing like they sold out the New York show and the Philly show, and they had to add a New Jersey show. These shows are all within an hour, hour and a half of each other. So they're almost expecting like the same people to go again, I would assume, which we fucking are gonna do. So
they're gonna get so tired of seeing the same freaking faces. Really?
Yeah, right. Us. They're gonna get tired of seeing our faces specifically.
Nah, they're gonna love
you
us.
in California. What the fuck are you doing here?
Trying to interview them after every show. Like, okay, I know you guys didn't know last time. What about this time?
Last time we talked.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm so amped about this, and I'm really hoping they can sell out that 4,000 person venue. If you've never been over there, it's a big place, man. It's a big ass place to be in. Like in comparison,
VIP ticket. I need to get one. How do I get one, guys? I'm going to Philly. I'm going to Aftershock. I couldn't secure a VIP one. It fucking sucks. Does that just mean you get extra shirts? Or
there's no meet and greet, so I think it's just merch, if I recall correctly. But there's no like unfortunately I would shell out the extra cash for the VIP if it was a meet and greet and we could like go up there and talk to them for a second. But like if it's not that, I'd rather just I think enjoy the show from from
I got a buddy with me. He's gonna come. He's gonna fucking film everything for me. So I'm like, sweet.
Nice.
But I'm sorry, guys. Was that it?
Wow. No, I'm reading the chat right now. People are saying that they think the biggest was Zep Tokyo with 2,500 people, which
was it? Okay.
I mean, we're talking about that's even in Japan. Yeah. So like if they sell out this Jersey show, this is going to be the biggest show that they've done almost by double ever.
Jesus.
So I have to go
I'm going to Philly. So I'm going to be meeting you guys in Philly.
Cool.
Sweet.
Closer
awesome.
to New York, New Jersey, or Philly? I'm in Boston.
He's in Boston.
Well, you should go to Boston.
So I got a secret. I gotta expose Joey right now. He hasn't heard Unseen yet. Unseen World.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yes.
Sounds like it might be time though.
Because he's like me. Like it took me a little bit, after Unseen World out I was sold, right? Joey's kind of in the same boat, but he has. I told him before we came on today's podcast, I'm like, bro, trust me, you haven't heard Unseen World yet. And Frank lost his shit when we did the album review this week, bro. He lost his shit. It's Joey. I'm telling you right now, it is so good. Like it really is. And the instrumental, it's just so amazing how they have these underlining melodies that Konami plays, but then, because Psyche's not there, right? So, but you can tell that Psyche finishes those lines off on those guitar licks. It's so good. It's just so good. I don't even know what else to say about that. But anyways, I'm in Lovebites.
Also,
I'm in Lovebites.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
I was glad they got to add at least one date over in Japan. I know there's a lot of people over there that were bummed that they couldn't see him. What they're going to do? At least one. I don't know if it seems like it would be more if there's enough time they could do more.
I mean, this is just the beginning though, too, right? Like they're going to do this East Coast thing, and then I'm sure when they get back to the West, they'll set more shit up. I would assume so, at least. Like if they're flourishing, then you just keep going until you can't anymore.
I think a second U.S. tour is coming right after this.
Immediately, like.
No, like
they're just gonna stay there.
A year and a half later, they're gonna see how successful this is, and it's gonna happen again. I know. I know it.
I hope that does happen, but I also hope that if that does happen, I think we got a crazy car alarm going off. But if that does happen, I hope that they don't go too far into the speaking English thing. Like I like that they throw it in there with some stuff, but like I do want them to keep sort of their whole vibe. I don't want them to change too much just because they're getting like really popular overseas. Like I look at a group. Well, maybe, but I'm looking at like a group like BTS, who, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of. And over the last year, they've done 3 fully English songs specifically for the American audience. No Korean in them whatsoever. And they haven't released a Korean song in at least a year. So I'm not saying that they'll never do it again, but there is some precedent to being, you know, a little bit like, oh, I hope they don't change too much. You know what I mean? Just in case.
I get you.
I'm gonna keep that bit of
I get you, but
concern.
the music is so good. At the end of the day, that's why I listen to instrumental. Like, if they did decide to change all the lyrics, I'm like, I'll just listen to the instrumental. Like,
they've done it without having that. So I think the amount of English they have in their songs is probably enough, and they realize that.
That's what I want.
All gonna be sing along with it. They got a really good way of doing things now. I don't think they feel a need to change early, because it's not like their English speaking songs are the most popular ones. They're actually not. So
no,
there's no precedent to change it.
That's true. And I think I did hear like an interview that Miku or Psyche, I don't remember, about a year ago I heard them. I'm sorry if you guys could hear that banging.
I was like, what the fuck is going on? And Champ's fucking...
My roommate is building something above me. I will mute as soon as I'm done with my thought. But I do remember them saying, like, about a year ago, I saw an interview where they were talking about how they intentionally, like, their hooks, they try to make them less about having words, Japanese or English, and it more being about anybody that sings that speaks any language being able to sing along with it, right? So as long as they keep that strategy, it'll work everywhere.
Like I said before, like I said on that album review, and when I did the like little chorus lick, like I said, it was very interesting how much appreciation I had for Psyche, because she kept this Japanese traditional style in her voice, even though the music was hard rock. And I didn't realize it until I did like the lead. I think it was HGK, I think it was in. But I noticed, I'm like, oh, that's a very Japanese stylistic kind of singing. And I didn't realize it was in there. I was like, what
I think that's a thing that's one of the things that
that's why
turns me off about a lot of bands that musically are, you know, as talented, but then the vocals are just, they're trying to, it's like the power, like the vocals are usually like, I can't deal with that. And that's what the one thing about Psyche I think is super important for Band-Maid, is that it's not, her vocals don't sound like kind of anybody else that I've been suggested to listen to and everything. It's all, there's always like, the music's great, but the vocals, you know, it's just, she's unique, man.
Yeah, well, for me, I didn't see that at first. I'll be honest. Like, I was like, oh, it's pretty good, but I like the music more than anything. But when I did the Unseen World review, I was like, and I told myself, I'm like, all right, you focused on the vocals because you focused on everything else, because Frank was focusing on the drums. I was like, and then I realized that she was doing like 8 different melodies during one chorus, which you don't really hear on the radio, because most of the time it's just one chorus repeated. And when I actually sat there to listen, an open mind, right? I was like, this is actually fucking phenomenal. Like, this is 70s style, like where you would split up the chorus into 5 different sections, or like 2 different sections. Not even the 70s, they barely did the 5 different sections. They would do the 2. But I was like, holy shit. Like, they have this Japanese traditional style of vocal singing in notes when I say that. But she would still keep this modern melody while singing in traditional style, is what I thought was amazing. So when we did that Unseen World, I was like, okay, I see where Psyche's coming from. And it really shined on the acoustic album, and that's why I love the acoustic album so much. I was like, whoa. I see why
you can hear all the...
why she's a singer. You know, it is what it is. Maybe I didn't before, but I've come to appreciate Psyche, is all I'm saying. But
I mean, during the acoustic performance, you could really hear like all the kind of flutters in her voice. Like, I think that's when you say that, like, she's got like a sort of a traditional style. A lot of that, I think, the vibrato, that Japanese vibrato, which is like way sort of like the vibrations are spaced out a lot more than you normally hear in like American pop music, right? Where like quick. the vibrato in American pop music is usually like only at the very last, like the last like quarter of a note, right? And it's just a real you know, like very fast. And she's and it still sounds great, even though it's like, you know, when you think about it like from a guitar perspective, right? A lot of like bends, right? Like I hear bends in her voice, lots of slides in her voice. And I think it just sounds really, really good when you combine it with that sort of, as Alan was saying, modern, you know, catchy sort of choruses, especially.
But the chorus is like split up in 4 parts. I can't remember which song it was, but I kept telling everybody, like, do you guys fucking hear that? Like, she's doing one melody, and then here's another melody, and then Miku is shouting another melody in the same fucking chorus. Like, to me, I was like, what? Like, I don't know why I didn't latch onto it before. I was just like, how is this working? You have so many things you could come away singing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So when I was listening to Band-Maid, I was like, na 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 na. Like, it's just there's just so many melodies that you can come away singing. And when I listened to instrumental, I was like, it's even in the guitar. Like, I was like,
I may have mentioned that a time or two in my videos.
Just once or twice.
That's one of the things that I caught I caught on too quick was that you can like you just said, you can come away singing so many different parts and they're all from the same goddamn part. But you have to pick which one you feel like singing afterwards, or it's just that's what's awesome about it.
It was like
you pick up one of Konami's like sub melodies that's going on through the whole song. It's like, what?
Yeah. Those make the song for me, man. Those make the song. Her just constant leads that they're melodic leads that she just never stops playing. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
But I also think that, like, just to kind of jump off what Alan was just saying about the different melodies and stuff, my mind immediately goes to a song like Black Hole, which is like, it's called Black Hole, right? Yeah. It's like one of their craziest songs, right? Like, it's one of their most progressive songs, but they still, even during the parts where it sounds like there shouldn't be any melody, they still add things like da na 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 na. Like where they'll just throw in these nice little melodies that sound like almost poppy. Like you could even you could take some of those melodies and put them in like a Disney song, right? But like when you're putting them over progressive metal, it sounds fucking insane. But this is just turning into a big Band-Maid love fest.
When I re-listen to it again, man, I'm telling you right now, Black Hole is not the most complicated. Those songs that are not on the album or the ones that are on other albums, those were the most complicated. Because I remember Frank was sitting there, and I thought Black Hole was super complex. And it was. But the other songs are actually way more complex. I think when I first heard it, I was like, oh, okay. But then when we started, it was Youth, I think, or something like that. And I was like, what? These are only B-sides? I don't know. When we did the album review, we're just like, Black Hole wasn't what I remembered when I first heard it, because I've only listened to the instrumental over and over again. But anyways.
I feel like it's the type of thing where, like, every time you listen to it, you'll probably focus on a new thing from a new song and like gain new appreciation from it. Yeah, exactly. It's like we got the whole Black Hole. This is awesome, nasty. The first time we listened to it, right?
Honestly, the last band that I could do that with, was Rush, like that I can remember, like as recent times where I could just like go back and listen to again and find a different part. To be honest, like I think that was the last band I could go back and be like, oh, what the fuck is that? But
that's high praise, man, because Rush is disgusting. Rush is a disgusting band.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean in a good way?
Disgusting in a good way, yeah.
Oh, I was like,
disgusting like sick.
New Jersey slang over here. Sorry.
You're disgusting.
I've been in El Paso too long, I guess. But anyways,
I guess so.
I'm the next Lovebites bassist. So thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Congratulations, man. I'm really happy for you.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Well done.
I'm trying my best.
Ryan, you gonna fight him for it?
I mean,
Ryan
I won.
he's
Ryan doesn't stand a chance. Like he just doesn't. Like I have a sick ass bass. My bass is so.
Did I ever tell you guys?
Have
you guys played bass in bands before? Specifically,
yes.
Bass?
That was the first band. The first band I played in was bass in a punk band and a metal band. So it's called Undying Hate and An Endless Fight. Still on the line.
I'm gonna have to throw my hat into my name into the hat also, because I actually did play bass in a band for a little while too, and we toured around America and played at South by Southwest Fest.
Damn.
So that is my one claim to musical fame, and it was on bass. So, bro, you might have to fight me for it.
Yeah, I did play all the instruments on my little album I put out. Played all the bass and drums and guitar and did all the vocals.
It's whatever.
Production.
Yeah,
but that's just my little thing I did.
It's okay. I mean, it's all right.
I didn't tour.
Yeah. Look at it. I mean, I
trust me. I'm
shit.
My tour was, I mean, we literally rented an RV and booked our own schedule, our own shows from New Jersey all the way to Texas, and just
but I look good in a dress, so you don't.
No, you
That's
don't.
why I'm gonna
Yeah. Thank you to Teresa B, by the way, for
I have
the
proof.
20
You can
20
put on
super
it,
chat
guys.
over there.
I have proof.
She said Alan was chosen for Lovebites because he looks great in heels and a Philly dress.
Exactly. I have proof. I have 2 music videos that back me up on this. You know, I own 2 skirts. You know, I think I fit the part. You know, I'm just saying. I think I got this.
And another super
I
chat.
don't, I don't
Thank
think you
you to
guys are
Nickname
gonna
Took
do
Forever.
that. You know.
Yeah, the people are really coming through with the super chats right now, guys.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, chat. You're very nice.
But you didn't shave your leg, so.
It doesn't matter,
Oh,
Joey.
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Maybe.
I wore skirts. All right. Did you?
But you didn't shave your leg, so it doesn't really matter.
Listen. You couldn't tell.
Then you weren't wearing a dress.
I was gonna say, man, 35-year-old man.
You know,
no,
I'm gonna wear a dress.
Legs, bro.
I'm gonna rock the fucking shit out of that dress. And I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm in Lovebites. Just get over it. It's happening. I got the gig. It's okay. It's okay. You guys will be all right. Ryan.
So, in
just
case
giving me the
anybody
face.
doesn't know
We're joking,
why
by the way.
Alan is
Jesus
in.
Christ.
Hey, Josue, I don't know how to say her name. Josue Moran with another
Thank you for the
$4.99
super
super chat.
Nice,
Y'all
guys.
are killing it today, guys. Alan, so how did you get into Lovebites? Why don't we tell the people how you found this information?
So, anyways, I was on Twitch, right? And Frank was there, and I told everybody on Twitch, I'm like, they showed us a Lovebites thing, and I'm like, dude, guys, I'm applying, and I know for sure I'm gonna get it because I'm the ultimate bassist, you know, like because I have like the editing down, I have my effects pedals and stuff, and I have a bass. You know, there's a lot of basses that say they're bass,
all you need.
Having a
That's
bass,
all you
but
need.
they don't have it. Yo, half the battle is having fucking a bass. You know, I got a passport. I'll go there.
Doesn't everybody have a bass?
I mean, no, but who has a passport to go to Japan? I'm just saying, I could go to Japan.
I do.
And I'll go there. No, Ryan, you can't wear a dress. So, anyways, the point is, I can wear a dress.
Anybody can wear a
I'll wear a
dress.
fucking dress.
Yeah, well, are you gonna do it, Ryan? Exactly. I'll do it, and I'll look good in it. Just saying, I got experience.
Being able to put one on and looking good in one are 2 very different things, Alan.
Yeah, and I can look
is very
good.
different
I look
things.
good in one. All right, I can put on a fucking dress and skirt and look banging. All right,
confidence.
I look banging,
man.
and that's why
What the fuck
I
are we
will
talking
be
about
in
now?
Lovebites.
Alan cross
I thought it was
gonna
about
be-
playing bass. And
Yeah,
he
I'm
keeps
playing
talking about
bass.
what he looks like in a dress.
Yeah, it's getting a little weird.
Because
This
I'm
is
gonna
this
get
is the
Lovebites.
important factor. It doesn't matter.
This
It doesn't
this
matter
is
how
I'm
good you
getting
are at
in.
playing the instrument.
Guys,
Just
this is
think
how I'm
about
getting in.
how good you look in the
This
bass.
is how I'm getting in Lovebites. I'm just saying. I'm getting in Lovebites because of
I
that.
don't think that's what they're looking for, dude.
No, it is.
KC
It is.
KC coming
Ryan,
through.
You're wrong.
Nice.
That's
That was
why
a
I'm
win.
getting in is because the dress, I got a bass, I got an amp, I can travel. You know, I got shaved legs now. Like I got this. You know, I'm
You do not have
Good
shaved
luck.
legs yet.
You do
I
not
do not
shave
believe
your
you on that one.
Bullshit.
Say, dude, Joey, send one of your
I'll do
nurses
it on a
over there to shave
podcast.
his legs.
next
know
podcast.
that they
I'll
do
show you
that,
my
right?
shaved legs.
KC coming through with a super chat for 1,000 yen.
Shout
Unlucky
out,
Morpheus new album out, and Hanabier will have a new single this month.
Oh,
Good
cool.
to know, my dude.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be checking that out personally.
I can't wait to talk to you guys when I'm over in Japan playing with Lovebites, dude. I'm fucking excited.
This guy, he's still going.
It's gonna be
So you're
great.
gonna be online less because you're gonna be doing rehearsals and learning Lovebites songs. No more
Exactly. I
streaming.
mean, I
and all
already
that
have them
stuff.
down. It's like
We'll miss you.
I already have it.
They're
down.
new. Yeah.
I'll still show up.
That's
show
good.
up.
That's good.
You know, I gotta show love to the peeps that prop me up. You know, I gotta be here.
Why don't you do a quick run through Edge of the World right now? Grab your bass and
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's do
go
that.
ahead and
just
play.
give us some discography of
chorus.
Love Bites
Yeah,
bass
let's do
lines.
the chorus. Oh, I froze. I'm sorry. That's unfortunate.
Dude,
I don't
feel
know
like
why.
you melted
I don't know why it froze, but it's unfortunate that it froze.
I stand corrected. You
That sounded
fucking
exactly like
nailed
that.
it.
once I get my camera fixed, you know, they'll see the true talent and skill that I can offer them. You know.
Your camera was actually on the whole time, and we.
No,
So-
it wasn't. It was definitely blocking. But let's go check out these adoptions.
Yeah, let's check out this video because I did watch this thing, but I didn't know
What
that
is
they
this?
already selected Alan. So
Lovebites,
let's watch this.
but I'm selected, so.
I love these girls. any age, nationality, or gender. They want you to know,
Bro,
like, everybody's got a shot at this.
I just can't believe I got in. Like, it's fucking crazy, dude.
Alan's acceptance into the band aside, I have a feeling they're going to probably have a female.
You think it's going to be a? You think it's going to be? I feel like
a female.
Well, I have two reasons. One, because it would make sense, and two, there's an astoundingly huge amount of Japanese female bass players in Japan that are totally qualified. If you didn't already have it secured, somebody like that might get in.
I am a woman.
Alan, we're talking hypothetically as if you didn't get chosen.
I am a woman, so it fits. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, whoever is listening to the show right now, we're going to need the clip of Alan saying, I am a woman 13 times. Right. So we can use it for everything that we need to use it for.
I got to say, that's cool they put that out there, though. Any gender, they didn't limit it.
So cool, right?
I think that is cool.
So cool. Any gender, age, nationality. Like, I'm just imagining like an 80-year-old balding white dude like joining their band now.
I'm literally going to say the same thing.
Right?
Just have him fucking rock out. That'd be awesome.
What about a 33-year-old trying his best? I mean, come on.
Never fucking happened. Anyway, what song was playing?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that song. I wasn't familiar with that one.
That was a dope song.
I just can't wait to play it live for everyone. It's gonna be great.
I know that's gonna be so exciting.
Mm-hmm. I feel like. Did they say? Okay, so like obviously they the whole thing was outside of the words that were on the screen. It was, there wasn't any dialogue that was being spoken. Did they mention, like, is it auditions? Like, are they going to do like a battle of bands tournament style thing? Like, that would be fucking cool.
Well, they were holding auditions. I thought maybe I misread that video. I thought there was
Alan's looking at us right now. Like, guys, you already know
bass auditions.
Yeah, you guys are just filling everybody with misinformation. I already got in, but okay, keep doing your thing.
Alan, I feel like you might be doing that right now.
The song was Awakening. I have to check out that song. I really do.
Awakening. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I got to hear that one too. I've loved everything I've heard them do. Like they're insanely talented band, and the bassist, I don't remember her name, I'm sorry, she was really good too.
Miho.
So it's Mio. I was really sad when we found out that was happening, and when they announced the hiatus, I was like, how my band's going on hiatus and then just don't come back. Like, my heart broke a little bit. This announcement, like, we watched that video last week of them playing the guitar together, right, with Herman Lee, or not Herman Lee, what the fuck is his name, Marty Friedman. But this week, this is even better. That was like a tease. Now we're like, no, we're officially coming back. We're getting everything set up in line. Get ready for new music, guys. And I am so ready.
Bro,
Man, 3-part audition. They posted a backing track for everyone to download. Video submission. Then you need to go to Tokyo. Thanks, Matt. Wow.
Oh, right on. Wait. So,
well, I mean, why didn't Alan tell us that? Because he went through the process already.
I mean, I'm already done. Able to tell us. Like, you don't. Why would I don't need to. I'm already.
He didn't have to explain it. I already did it.
He didn't have to do any of that.
You could have saved a lot of time by explaining that process.
Do you want me to talk about that?
That's cool.
I can talk about it.
No, I think I don't want to hear it.
I can tell you.
I don't know if we should believe anything that Alan says for the rest of the day.
I mean, I can tell you what happened, but like,
I think we're good. So proud of you.
Ultimately, though, it is really, really cool that they're doing this. Like, when I first saw the video, my first impression was like, it would have been so fucking cool if they did some sort of like tournament style like audition to try to figure this out. Like, almost. I think being in America for too long is like giving me that reality TV bug, because all I could think of is they should have a fucking reality show to find their new bassist.
Tournament of bassist,
right? Yes, I would watch that.
I'm glad I got in. I'm just glad I got in.
But they chose Alan.
Yeah, I slipped.
They chose Alan for his beautiful looks and his shaven legs.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you do, guys. You sometimes you just gotta put a little extra effort. Go the extra mile, and great things.
I think you got into the band called Bites Love. I think you got it confused.
No. It's definitely called Lovebites, Joey. Don't shit on. My greatness is about to happen. Just keep it at bay.
No, but anyways, I would never shit on your greatness.
So we got some news that's sad, and there's a reason why it's sad.
You're not really joining Lovebites?
No, I'm joining Lovebites. What the fuck? Ryan, come on,
I'm
man.
sorry, move on. Move the fuck on.
Let's just keep going.
Negative attitude, bro. Negative attitude. You need to lighten up.
We were about to move on, and
you fucked it up. You fucked it up, man.
So what's the sad news?
What's the sad news, man?
So Baby Metal released something, and it pissed me off. I was on Twitch. I watched it. I watched all these announcements on Twitch. I was pissed because I don't think anybody else realized I'm really excited for new Baby Metal. Like, super excited for Baby Metal Maximum Hormone. It's been a long fucking time, and they really need to come up with something. They do. They're two of my favorite bands. But when they did this thing on the first, they released this video. I'm going to show you guys right now. It kind of irked me because I was like, this is rehashed music. And I felt like they're just trying to stay relevant, right? They were trying too hard, which is cool, you know, you got to stay relevant. But you guys tell me what you think. I don't know if you guys heard a lot of Baby Metal. Joey and I are huge Baby Metal fans, but here it is. I was disappointed. A lot of people are like, I never heard the song before. I'm like, guys, this sounds like an intro or something to stuff they did with the concerts. I don't know. I was disappointed, in my opinion, and I'm really excited for Baby Metal. So that's why I was pissed. I was like, God damn it! Like, can we get some concrete? Like, you guys are coming out with shit. But anyways, I digress. Let's go ahead and watch the video. Here it is. If it works. Jesus Christ. All right. Is that what's happening?
Does anything about you work?
Fuck you, Joey. No. We totally skipped our break, too, by the way.
Oh, my gosh. That's okay.
Yeah.
I am intrigued, by the way, before we get into this, by what you said about how it sounds kind of like the beginning of one of their concerts or whatever, because Ryan was saying the same thing about Band-Maid earlier, but with a positive spin, and you're putting a negative spin on the Baby Metal version of this.
It's because, like, come on, guys. Like, just come on.
But you can't specifically name what it was or what?
Like, we'll watch it right now. Here's the other one teaser. I'm just like, and people were telling me on Twitch, like, no, I've never heard this before. I'm like, guys, I've heard it before. It sounds like Starlight and a bunch of other songs mixed, like reverse. Like, if you got, you guys haven't heard a lot of Band-Maid. But anyways, here it is.
Sounds like you're reaching.
I've heard a lot of Band-Maid.
Sounds like it doesn't sound like
Baby Metal. Baby Metal. Sorry, Baby Metal.
I've heard a lot of Baby Metal too, man. Let's go.
Let me say Band-Maid. Baby Metal. Like, that melody has been done before.
Okay, so the first two notes are, I think, the two of the notes that are in Starlight, in the intro of Starlight.
And
so I see what you're saying with that, but it does switch off on the third note. Let's keep hearing it.
I just think. Anyway. Thank you. Yes, the one melody. It's the same as that, or like when they're climbing the stairs. And then don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit on it. I know people are excited because they released something, but I wanted something more. I don't know. Just me. I want something more.
But it's like...
Go ahead. I'll finish it. I'll just finish it. Say your take.
Yeah, let's finish it first.
This is the other story of Baby Metal.
Other one.
Okay,
now,
so
it's a reference to that song.
I was about to say it's called
thing?
The Other One.
I'm excited because that means they're going to continue. That's the one thing I'm excited about. I just was.
Well, also, like, people are saying that it's the melody from the song The One, right? But this is called The Other One. So I have a feeling that this is an intentional, like, we're following that song. This is like a sequel to that song.
Man, that seems like it's a teaser.
So I wouldn't, Alan, I understand what you're saying, like, where it's like, I kind of wanted to, like, hear something that doesn't sound like something that they've already done before, but I would urge you to, like, it really is a teaser. Like,
I'm
it
excited.
might just be like,
I am, but
and because of the title of the song, this might be the only one that kind of has that flair of anything else that they're coming out with, right? Like this might be the closest to their older music, just because it does seem like it's probably
Can I give you my
sequel to
perspective?
another one of their songs.
Can I tell
Of
you
course.
why? All right. So when we went and watched Miku react to the Band-Maid opening, it was a new, fresh song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it kind of
I
pisses me
do.
off. It pisses me off. I'm just like, come on,
I see what
guys,
you're saying.
You know?
There's a comparison that you have a
Yeah.
comparison point to make with
I love
Band-Maid
all
right
three
there.
bands, and I'm just like, come on, Babe Metal, Maximum Hormone, let's get.
So Lovebites didn't have a new song when they put out their bass thing.
Yeah,
I think it's
They're obviously going to make
you're
new
right.
music,
I'm
so why
bitching.
didn't they have a new thing?
I'm totally bitching, bro. I get
Alan,
it.
It's a story, right?
Well,
it's a story.
we're
and I think
popping-
it's
we're popping.
continuing.
I'm totally bitching.
We're popping.
I get it. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because we didn't take.
Yeah,
Dude,
no break,
I totally
no,
get.
no
I
break to that.
totally get that. I'm bitching. I really do. I just want to complain about it. I just want to complain
Dude,
about it.
We
I
all
want more.
got a bitch sometimes. I feel you.
Yeah, I
man.
want
You gotta say
more.
what you gotta say.
It's my favorite band, and I want to see more. You know what I mean?
I hear you. So I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm a huge guy for like continuity and stuff like that. So like the idea of them coming out with something that might be sort of like looked at as a sequel to a song from their past, to me, I prefer that stuff. Like I get where you're coming from. I totally do. It's personal preference, 100%. But like anytime there's continuity in music, I love that because it doesn't always happen. A lot of the times the band moves on with an album and they go to a new album. It is new stuff, and then a lot, you hear some artists talking about how, I don't really like the kind of music that we used to play, so we're altering to be more mature, whatever it
I
may
get
be.
that.
So like the idea of the continuity in here, I'm personally for it, but I see why you would be like a little put off by it.
Yeah, it's just like I don't. Joey, you like Babe Metal. What is your take on this? You saw this, so what do you think? Because you're a huge fan of Babe Metal, also.
I'm hoping that it is just like a continuation, because it's supposed to be a story. So I'm hoping that they're just starting with a variation of it, and as they go through the songs, that they will start to drastically change and be very different from their other albums. I'm hoping that they're not just sticking to what their last album was and just doing that, because that would be a little disappointing. So I'm really hoping that they're just teasing us with a slightly different version of that song, but they're going to come out with very different songs. I'm hoping.
Yeah,
I think it's just
like I said,
storytelling.
And like I said, I'm totally bitching. Like, I'm really happy that they released something to make sure that we know they're alive, right? At least we know, like, okay, Babe Metal's coming with something in the future. It's just like, guys, how long are we gonna fucking wait? Like, come on,
Yeah.
It hasn't been that long.
Like being a Tool fan.
Well, when did Metal Galaxy come out? 2019.
Yeah, it hasn't been that long.
I mean, it's kind of a while in the world of Asian music releases, right?
Yeah, but with COVID and whatnot, you can expect some latency, but I don't think it's been that long.
So I hope that you're both right in the sense that as the albums or the new music, whatever they're coming out with, continues, that it is a shift, because I loved who they were in the beginning of their career, as like those young kids, and then they got older and they kind of kept the same vibe up, but there was some adjustments on the more recent album. It wasn't exactly the same as it used to be, but I would ultimately like to see them go in an even fresher direction, now that they don't have Moa, right? They don't have Moa Metal, and it's Moa.
Yui. They don't have Yui.
They don't have Yui anymore, and I did kind of get like a different vibe from a couple of the songs on Metal Galaxy, and I want them to keep doing that. Like, keep experimenting. Don't try to sound like the Baby Metal of 2014 or whatever.
And I think they're going that way.
Yeah, but keep some of that, keep some of that. Like we talk about Band-Maid, when they came out with Manners, I think a lot of people probably saw that as like similar to Thrill. It's that style of song. And my first reaction to that song was, this is a little simplistic for where I think that they were going, like as a trajectory of a band. But then you listen to the rest of Unseen World and you go, oh, that's why, right? Because it's not all like that. That's the only song that really is like that. So hopefully this will be a similar situation where it's like we're keeping the one feel, for this song. song, and we're releasing this first because people are already aware of it and already acclimated to that vibe. And then as the music goes on, it changes into something people are going to feel is a little more fresh.
You know what? Matt Knowles says it. And this is, maybe it's just like a jealousy thing, like in my head, because I'm just like, I like them so much. I'm just like, come on, guys. Push it out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you said, I think 10 years, you just have 3 albums. I'm like, I get it. Yeah, it takes time to put an album, but it's time. Come on. Let's Koba Metal. Let's pick it up here. Because Sue's vocals sound so good in that deep tone register. And I'm super excited to hear what she sounds on the next album. Because I think she's going to sound fucking phenomenal. Because when I watch those concerts when she sings older songs, I was blown away. I was like, oh my God, her voice is maturing. It sounds so good. Yeah. Like, this is like Lisa status, you know? I'm just like, oh my God. I don't know. But, you know.
No, I'm with you. You don't even have to. Yeah. You don't even have to justify it because at the end of the day, listen, this is their first album as adults, really. Like, this is going to be their first album as full-grown adults who are, like, you know, in the final stage of their career. This is the final stage of our career, but it's the longest, right? So, like, they've finally entered that stage of their life, right? Like, where they're grown-ups now. I want to see if the music matures with the ladies, you know?
I mean, that's exactly why I'm going to see Maximum Hormone, because, like, I don't know if they're going to stop, right? Because they're just living it up. I'm like, you know what? I feel like they're going to stop soon. I need to go watch them live before they stop playing. You know? Because I really feel like Maximum Hormone is on their way out. I really do. They're getting to that.
They've been doing it for a while.
Yeah, exactly. Which is cool. That's why I'm going to see the concert, because I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to see them again. It's kind of like the Babe Metal situation, right? Like, it fucking sucks. I can't see it with Yui. Ever.
Right.
Ever.
It's true.
You know?
Yeah, that's how I feel about, like, Guns N' Roses, you know? Like,
because I discovered them too late.
You just get, if you miss your opportunity, you miss your opportunity. You know, like, bands break up, bands stop playing. You got to grab the bull by the horns while you have a chance.
Yeah. Anyways, I was just bitching. I just, you know, felt like bitching about it.
I don't even think of that as bitching, honestly. I think of that as, like, a fan really excited to hear new music, but hoping it's the best, you know? Because that's what you want.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like, come on, Koba, come on, dude.
We'll see, but give it a chance. Yeah, give it a chance. Keep your mind open.
Yeah. So, anyways, we got this Loudwire article about Babe Metal. So they said, watch Babe Metal tease the next chapter of their evolution. They said through much of 2021, Babe Metal celebrated their 10-year anniversary, which was fucking exciting. Announcing the August 2021 internet to disappear for the unspecified amount of time. But fear not, Babe Metal fans, as it appears the next chapter is a career upon us, which is exciting. Like I said, that's the part I'm excited about, is that they're doing something, right? So in a newly released trailer soundtrack with soaring atmospheric music and outer space type visual backdrop, Babe Metal revealed their latest transmission. So and they normally do this on April 1st. It's like a known thing in the Babe Metal community. But on October 10th, 2021, the decade after Babe Metal descended upon the earth, their 10-year-old legend was sealed from the world. And that's what they did. And I respect it. Like, they have that lore going, right? They have it constantly going. They're keeping them relevant. It's just, guys, fuck, come on. Just release something already. I don't know. Am I the only one? I feel like I'm the only one that's just thinking that, but
I feel like you're you like them. So, like, if this was Band-Maid, you know, like, because I like Band-Maid more than Baby Metal, I'd probably be thinking a similar way to what you are. I think you have more passion when it comes to Baby Metal than most people. So you're a little bit more concerned, you know?
All right, I'll take that. Yeah.
It's fair. I think it's fair.
I think I don't know where to sit on it, because I want them. I was hit and miss on the last album they did.
Same.
I enjoyed it, but I think it was a little bit too much change. Maybe I really wasn't into it as I was the last 2 albums. So I'm a little worried of what drastic change they're going to make in the future. But at the same time, as we said, that the one is so similar that it may not be much change at all. So a little nervous about it.
I just hope they veer closer to like Starlight than like BXMXC. You know, like
exactly.
If it's, I feel like Starlight was probably, and I know that there was a serious message behind the song, but like it's also like it felt more like a mature. Message? What was the serious message behind Starlight?
Yeah.
That was the song about Mikio, their guitarist.
Oh, no,
died.
I thought you meant BMXC. Sorry.
Oh, no, I don't think there's anything serious behind that song. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Starlight's amazing.
Give me more Starlight. That's a very mature sound for baby metal, I think, more along those lines, and less BXMXC, less Papaya. You know, like just kind of I just want them to be a little more mature.
I'll tell you this right now. I like the whole entire Metal Galaxy album except for BMXC and Papaya. Those were my least favorites. No.
My least favorites also. I wasn't in love with Elevator Girl. Like
I love that song. Really?
Really?
You just lit up.
Yeah, you just got real excited about that. We should have a sort of react talk. I'll talk about why I don't like it. You talk about why you do.
Tell me why you don't like it.
I don't know. I haven't heard it in like since the album came out. I just remember being like, I don't know. It's kind of funky, right? Like it's got that sort of like I don't know. It's not metal either, really. Like it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, we all got our preferences.
I guess I didn't realize how much of a baby metal fan I am. I just realized that right now. I'm like, wow, I'm really passionate about what they're doing. I don't know.
So who do you like better, baby metal or MTH? At the end of the day,
I gotta go with Maximum Hormone.
Ah, there it is.
Maximum Hormone. Here's and I've explained this before, but it's because Maximum Hormone relates to me on a personal level. How I grew up. Baby metal is right underneath that. Band-Maid, I love for musical aspects specifically because they're a phenomenal band, and that's why I like them. And I really see Band-Maid growing, and like Nemophila too. Like I like them a lot. So I've always told people my top 3 always is MTH, Baby Metal, and then Band-Maid. But if Baby Metal keeps coming out with albums, then Baby Metal will probably jump up. Because
can I say something?
You know,
go Joey.
Go ahead, Joe. Joey, go ahead.
I don't know. I don't really know you two other guys. But why is Ryan so quiet in this?
Ryan hasn't listened to too much Baby Metal, right?
No, I haven't. And I just wrote like a new bass line for. Just figured out something while you guys are playing. I was like, oh shit, I'm going to record this and make a backing track. Yeah, I haven't listened to a lot of them, Joey. I mean, there's some amazing stuff I've heard, but I don't know enough to like really chime in on any of this. So
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just put in the chat. He's waiting for us to move on. I'm sorry. Right?
Basically.
Yeah. I just cap it off. I will say that like Baby Metal, like I said, has been on my radar for almost a decade at this point, and I have been keeping up with them. But and I hope this doesn't come off as too controversial. I lost some interest in them after Metal Galaxy a little bit, and I want to love them.
That's why they need to come out with something.
Yeah, I do agree with you in the sense that like it has been too long. I think that that a lot of us haven't gotten something that we absolutely love from Baby Metal. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are still stuck. You see the reactions pop up are still stuck on their OG days, like Karate and Gimme Chocolate. You know, all those songs. People still react to that stuff.
For me, Band-Maid will surpass them if they keep going this route.
Well, Band-Maid's getting better and better. We don't know if Baby Metal is going to get better and better because now we're going to find out, right? We're going to find out. This is the new generation.
Yeah. I think that's why I'm pissed. I think it's me just realizing that Band-Maid is going to take that new number 2 spot for me. And I'm just like, fucking Baby Metal, do something. Like, get something, you know what I mean? Because Band-Maid's on top of it. Like, they really are. They're really on top of it, and I love their music, and I appreciate it. Unseen World was the best thing that I've ever heard. Like it's so great. Like what Ryan and I were just talking about right now. Like every time you listen to it, there's something new. But we'll move
besides
on.
World Domination, right? Because you like that. Yeah, I think he said you like World Domination better.
Like I said, World Domination is number 1 if I'm going to recommend, but Unseen World is still my favorite.
Okay, cool.
From a musician standpoint. Anyways, Ryan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm still in Lovebites though. Like you're not gonna.
Yeah, you want to share the bass line with us?
I can shred way more than that. I mean,
here's Ryan's new bass line, guys.
Oh, yes.
what are your thoughts, Ryan? Seriously, like, what do you think?
I don't think he knows what we were even talking about.
He's in his
about
own
what,
groovy
dude?
world,
About
man.
That was groovy, actually. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I
Dig
like
it.
that sound. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
More news?
All right, more news.
Yeah. Bless you.
I'm sorry. Tell us to shut up whenever, Ryan. Anyways, Nemophila sold out their tour in Gazette Tour 2022.
Awesome.
Yeah,
And
love to hear it.
I just want to announce that because Nemophila, we just did some reactions to it. I'm posting mine today on Patreon. And I like the originals more than anything. I know we did a Bon Jovi one, but for me, the originals is where it's at.
You mean the original Bon Jovi song or Nemophila originals?
Nemophila originals. I'm not a fan
okay.
of their covers, except for that one band they did. It was kind of like Visual Key style. The chat will know, but it was like a Visual Key style. I'm like, oh, they did that really well. I wasn't a fan of the MTH cover. I wasn't a fan of the Bon Jovi cover. I like the originals.
Interesting.
I like the original. The MT, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't my.
Yeah,
favorite.
I mean, so the one that we did this week was Bon Jovi's "You Give Love a Bad Name." We're going to talk about that more on the extended podcast after we turn this off. But I will say that I thought that they did a good job of sounding like Bon Jovi.
What do you think, Ryan?
Their cover, they were all very bored while playing that song. The covers I've seen them do, I think I mentioned last time that song was a huge song, and it was like a big rock song. But then even seeing them do it, it's like this is slow, man. This is a slow song. Like at the time, it didn't seem like a slow song. It's like high energy song or whatever. But then it's just from what the bands we've been listening to.
Yeah.
Dude, they're so high energy and so much going on that those songs were like, it's just like, yeah, this is pretty fucking boring.
Yeah. This is one of the things that we mentioned last week too.
Yeah, they executed it very well, They did a great cover of it, but it's just like,
I do feel like so I made a very similar comment where I compared it to when Akane is playing Thrill live nowadays.
Right.
Where she's just like, where they were like, it looked like they were holding themselves back big time. Like they wanted to let it rip, but they couldn't because the song didn't allow for it. But I mean, listen, the fact that they sold out the Zep Tokyo concert,
that's amazing.
Multiple concerts, is that what it was?
Tokyo on June 11th to June 18th.
Oh, that makes me so happy, man, because I honestly think that they're so friggin' good. I think that they're one of the better bands that I've come across in the 3 years that I've been doing my YouTube channel. And to hear that they're already getting this kind of success so early in their career is it's a bright future.
Yeah, like I said, with Nemophila, I love the hustle, man. I love that they're willing to just keep pumping out cover after cover to keep relevant. And that's
what they did the Max with the Hormone cover, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like they know what to target, right? They know what to target. They know how to keep bringing it going. So I appreciate it. I'm just not a fan of the covers. I'm more of a fan of the original music. Huh?
I said, yes, keep bringing it going.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
I think that's what you got to do. Just keep doing it, But I'm a bigger fan of the originals. In my opinion, I really like it a lot more.
You know what? For that, it's like whatever. Like I'm just go ahead, do your covers, like you said. Like just keep filling up the sort of the zone. Make sure that you're releasing stuff. Make sure that you're working. Make sure that people are getting aware of you, even if it is just doing covers while you're making new music. As long as you're making new music, then keep putting out the covers. Oh, it looks like Matt said one of their shows is going to have streaming also, which I'm not gonna lie, I might have to invest in that.
Bro, I'm so excited to see him at Aftershock, Nemophila, and Crossfade.
Oh, that's right. They are going to be in Vegas, aren't they?
I cannot wait to see him, dude. I really can't. And Crossfaith, I'm really excited because we watched the concerts, and I remember when Eric and I first watched it, we lost our shit. So I'm ecstatic. I cannot wait.
Did you already
to
buy
see
the tickets?
Yeah, I already got it.
Nice.
Yep. So I'm going to see Band-Maid's shorter set and then I'm going to see their extended set with you guys in Philly.
Sweet. And you're gonna see Nemophila, and none of us are gonna get to see that. So I'm a little jealous on that end, man.
Bro, I'll let you know about it. I'll take that footage for you.
Dude, you got to do everything you can to meet that lead singer because she is the woman of my dreams, my dude. Can you please let me live vicariously through you?
I'm gonna I'm gonna steal your dreams and back.
You can borrow them, but bring them back, please. They're good dreams.
I'm probably not gonna.
He's willing to share, Alan.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Okay, I'll bring it back.
He's sharing his dreams.
Yeah, sharing's caring, right? Is that what they say?
Yes, it is.
Some people.
Joey, go ahead and tell. So we have Joey as our guest, right? He plays bass for Dichotic, and Joey is the first person to kind of make me aware of Japanese music, and I didn't even know it. But what I soon discovered when I started the channel, or my channel, and started this whole thing, was that he had a particular favorite band that I didn't expect, and he really likes them a lot. And I thought it'd be really cool for him to just talk about his favorite Japanese band, which is the Gazette. So, Joey, take the floor.
Do you guys
Tell
even know
people
who the Gazette are? Have you guys heard of them?
Yeah, we covered them a couple streams ago.
Yeah.
Mass.
I've listened to like one or two songs.
Mass. Listen to that album.
Yes, the last
so
album.
Underrated. Joey and I listened to it two together. So underrated.
Yes, we streamed that, and that was amazing. I definitely think the last album has a lot of different elements. I think anyone who just enjoys music will love that album. There's a lot that album has to offer, and I think that you guys should take a look at it.
What do you think is the what stands out to you the most as like this is why they're so impressive?
I would have to say the production. I think the production of the last album was just, in my opinion, better than the anything they've done so far.
I agree.
Because we went through the whole discography. We started from their first album, and then we listened all the way to the most recent album. So we got to listen to their progress over the last 15 some odd years, and this last album is just a masterpiece. It's really the best album I've listened to in a long time.
And I gotta say, I appreciate Joey so much for having me check out the first album to the second album. Guys, it's insane. Like, because, every band's not gonna be like Band-Maid, Baby Metal. Even Maximum Hormone had to progress, right? So it was really cool when Joey was like, check this out. I wasn't really a fan. I couldn't get into it. We kept streaming it. I was like, all right, I'll keep checking it out. But it was kind of cool to see like how they kept developing. And they just got better. Like the traditional style, right? They weren't just good out the gate like a Band-Maid or whatever. They were just like, they worked on their craft. They did it the normal way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying they didn't have talent, but like the talent was there, but they refined it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like Band-Maid. Band-Maid came out the gate like swinging, right? With Gazette, they didn't have the same amount of resources. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, they were really rough indie band.
Really rough indie band, but it was so cool to see how they develop into this monster that was just so great with this last album that they released last year. I mean, in my opinion, like Unseen World and Mass, those are the two albums in Japanese. Like those were the two. Those two albums.
No bad song on Mass. No bad song. You can go through the whole album and just enjoy every second of it.
It's really pretty uncommon also for a band 15 years into their existence to put out their best album. That's just
true.
Usually you kind of hear that on an album like 2 or 3, of a band,
right,
and then they start going downhill afterwards. But 15 years in, got to give them it's a whole new lease on life.
They've steadily have progressed better and better over time. Like, in my opinion, you can go from as you go through the discography, it just keeps improving.
That's actually probably the desired trajectory of any band, right? Like you want to keep getting better and better and bigger and bigger. It's crazy how it rarely happens like that, but it's good to hear that it is.
And true, yeah, because you go into it thinking like you're going to keep improving yourself. The band itself is going to keep improving over time, but it doesn't always work out that way.
Why did you like the Gazette, Joey? What made you like them?
What made me like them?
Yeah, like what drew you to them? Why was that the band out of all bands? Because I'm fascinated. Because I don't hear a lot of people mention that. Like, so I'm interested. Like,
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I just know the feeling. Like when I listened to it,
the vibe.
I just loved it. Yeah, I just loved it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sometimes that happens, man. Sometimes you just have that intangible reaction to something that you hear for the first time, and you go, "Oh, damn, this was made for me."
And I don't go to a lot of shows. I don't. But as soon as I heard them, I went to one of their shows.
Oh wow, there you go. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you had the same reaction to what I had with Band-Maid. The first time I heard them, I was like, "This vibe is for me. I got this. This is mine."
Yeah. And that's
very
like
cool.
With me with Maximum Hormone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's kind of crazy. It always interests me, like what makes people tick. Like,
yeah,
why
Sam.
that,
sometimes it's emotion, that connection.
I agree with that. Like, it's like you want to kind of put technical like answers to these questions. Sometimes there's not one. It's just emotion.
Right. Sometimes there isn't. You just get that vibe from a song. It doesn't matter. Doesn't even have to be technical. Doesn't have to be difficult. Not even catchy. You just feel it. You just feel it. You just fall in love.
Speaking a musical language I didn't know I understood.
Yeah, right. It just like triggers your brain in that one way, and you're just like immediately in love with it. I mean, I'll say the same for Nemophila. I had the same reaction. Like, Dissension is a really cool song, right? Like, it's not the greatest metal song ever written in the history of metal songs. You know what I mean? But the vibe of it, the way that they wrote it, like everything about it, immediately triggered me as like, okay, this is gonna be one of my favorite bands.
Yeah, Hanabiye is for me. Like, that's another band. Even though, I mean, I just reacted to a recent song, but in the beginning, I was like, "Oh my god, I think I'm gonna fucking love this band." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I still
definitely.
think I will. I still think I will, but
I can't wait till they come out with this new song too. I want to listen to it. I'm ready for more Hanabiye.
Yeah. What do you think, cool. Mir? You fucking give a monologue. Go.
I was working on bass lines.
Okay.
No, I don't know, man. I listened to Gazette a little bit, like when we talked about them, that was pretty much it. So I couldn't add much to the conversation, man. But as far as hearing a band for the first time and kind of really vibing with it, like you said, it doesn't happen that often. So when it does, you got to it's an amazing thing, isn't it? Because especially when it's a brand new band. And like, I mean, I've had stuff I've listened to for a while that some of the subsequent things the band put out wasn't that great, and then they kind of come back to what brought you to them, which is understandable because you're familiar with it. When it's a brand new band, like what happened with me and obviously Band-Maid, it was just like I wondered why to begin with. Like, why is this so fucking good? And I really tried to figure it out. And then when you try and explain it, there's so many different things you like. It's just you got to kind of chalk it up to that's why I said that they're speaking a language I didn't know I understood. Like, it almost feels personal.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to explain why it appeals so much. You know,
right, so
why doesn't everybody feel this way about this band? I don't get it. But there's other bands it feel the same way for them that I don't get, and that's you just gotta let those fans talk about it and figure out bass lines.
No, Ryan, what you said was perfect. It's exactly what you said. It's like, for me, Maximum Hormone, it relates to me on an emotional level, and that's why I love them. Same thing with Baby Metal, same thing. And Band-Maid was more on a musical level, right? I felt like I could learn something from Band-Maid. I will say that.
Right,
Band-Maid is the band from Japan that was like, I can learn something from listening to this. And that's why I stuck with Band-Maid. That's why we did another reaction. Even though I wasn't feeling it, I was like, nah, there's something there. Let's keep going. No, there's something there. Let's keep going. I remember telling Eric. Eric loved them out the gate. I was just like, let's just keep going. You know what I mean? Because I knew there was something there. I was like, there's something I'm missing. Let me get into it. And I ended up loving them in the end. But that's how it was for me and Band-Maid. And that happens with a lot of bands. Like, because you're like, for me, I'm just like, there's something special, but you're not quite where you put your finger on it. Does that make sense?
Oh, absolutely. I'm gonna bring them up and the the non-K-pop fans are probably going to get agitated at me for continuously doing so. But it took me a little while to get into BTS. I've now listened to like almost their entire discography, but I will say that like I knew people were so into them. People are so into BTS. Like we're talking like the most intense fans that I've ever seen in a fandom before. And the first couple songs I heard, I was like, I don't really get why exactly. Like they're good, but why are they the best in comparison to other acts that do the same thing? And it wasn't until I probably heard like there's the 7th or 8th song that I've listened to them, where I was just like, you know what, this specific song is speaking directly to my heartstrings, you know? And then I was like, oh, now I'm emotionally relating to this band. And the other songs that they had sang before that I'd heard that I wasn't super into, I started getting more and more into also. So I think sometimes it's about finding that one song that you really vibe with that allows you to kind of open your minds to what their style is.
Yeah, very well put there. Yeah. It kind of opens the door to the other songs that was maybe closed before.
Yeah, like your brain's not always open all the time. Like we like to think, you know, we always have open minds about everything, but when something is brand new, it's not like you're closing your mind to it. It's just that the door hasn't been opened yet. You didn't close the door just wasn't opened yet, and you have to get somebody to open it, right? Once it does, you might be able to just walk in and out.
Exactly. Like with Ryan, like when he did Band-Maid, you know, had him on here on the dichotic thing, and I was just like, tell me what's going on, like the love for it, like why you like it. Like I feel like I've always said this, when you meet members of a band or anything like that, you just get instantly grown to it. Like it's like Ladybeard, right? I met the guy, so I'm like, I have this all new appreciation. And then when you see Miku always putting out her videos and she has her TikTok, you get this newfound appreciation beyond the music, because you're like, oh, okay, I see where they're coming from. Like, I see what's going on.
Personality matters, man, and message, stuff like that. Like it can definitely take you up a step above what you were thinking, just specifically from listening to the sounds.
And then, of course, Band-Maid's fucking music is just, it's crazy. Like Unseen World, dude. When we listened to it, I was just like, what? How did I miss that? But yeah, I know I annoyed Ryan. With
Didn't have the right headphones on, man.
What do you think, Ryan?
What?
He's writing bass lines over there, man.
Think about what, dude? Unseen World? Yeah, it's freaking great.
I thought you would have a lot to say about Band-Maid.
It's too much. We're at the tail end of the show. That's what I talk about all the time.
It's like I've written 3/4 of the song already, guys. Like if you don't let me finish now, this is never getting done.
Well, I got to rewind this so I can get to that.
That's so funny though, because like the amount of times I've like been writing a song and then like somebody pulls me away from whatever I was writing, and then I go back to it. I'm like, damn it, that sucked. You know, like when I finally get back to it, I thought it was so good at the time. And you lose that momentum and it's gone.
I apologize. I zoned out.
It's all good.
You know, I don't know. There's not much I can't say. I've already said about Unseen World. I don't know. It's a when you can take an entire album, take the vocals out and listen to it, and it be just as interesting, or damn near as interesting. That's pretty amazing. One, how they managed to put vocals over the top of all that music and have it sound good, and two, that they put that much into the music without vocals and have it sound that good. It's just crazy, man. And I've heard, seen a few bands do that where they put out instrumentals. 311 did it, which I know isn't something we talk about much here, obviously, but that's a band that has fantastic music and the vocals can be off-putting.
But the mix is bad. I love 311, but the mix is bad. Sorry, go ahead, Amir.
But the instrumental albums, their music is fucking great, man. So if you don't like their vocal style, that's a smart move. Like, you can get the instrumental stuff. Aesop Rock even does it. Fucking hip-hop, dude. And the music in those albums is so fucking good that it will survive without the rap over it. It's crazy.
Wow.
But it's cool seeing people that into the music part of what they do to put out those albums for people. It's not just smart, but it shows their appreciation for the music as opposed to just the overall concept of it.
I'm kind of I've never heard that being said about 311 before. Like, I feel like I barely even remember them. Right? They did the song Down, right?
I love 311, but the mixes were so bad.
Yeah, and that was the first thing that I was thinking of, because in that song, I remember like everything is really quiet in the background for whatever reason. Like all the instruments are like really quiet, and it doesn't sound like. I agree with Alan. It doesn't sound like. I never
got that from them. That's weird.
That could just be my
listen to Down and then compare it to everything else. Like the mix is so bad. Like I feel like even though they were hits, I loved it. I love 311. I'm a huge fan of 311. I don't know a lot of other 311 fans, but I like them for whatever reason. And my only gripe was the mix. The mix is so bad, in my opinion.
They were catchy. I saw them live once with at PNC Bank Arena with a couple other like indie bands, and they ended up coming off a lot better live than I thought that they were going to be, because of exactly what Alan's saying right now, where I thought the mix sounded really good live, and I've never thought about the mix sounding good, via their recordings.
It was just too thin, in my opinion. It was just like you would listen to the radio, right, and then Down would come on, and Down would come on, and you'd be like, "What? Why is that so low like that?" I don't know.
Ryan completely disagrees with this.
Yeah, dude. I used to that some had. Maybe did you guys have subs and amps and shit in your cars? Because dude, those songs are so fucking bass heavy and just huge. I don't understand.
Down, dude, bro. You gotta go listen to 311 again, because I'm telling you right now, that bass was non-existent.
You're wrong.
In the mix,
the bass player is like, the mix was great because it was so bassy.
What are you talking about?
You can't hear it, bro. I play bass for Lovebites. All right, I'm just saying, and I'm telling you from experience, that's just shit's way too low. The mix is so
311
bad.
They were like system testing sound, dude.
I love 311. They were experimental. They paved the way for a lot of bands. System of a Down, all those bands, all those new metal bands coming out. People don't give them enough love, but those mixes were garbage.
I'm actually listening to it right now, and it's not as bad as I remember, but there's definitely still some it's old. You know what I mean? Like at this point, when did it come out? Like the mid 90s.
Listen to Down.
I'm listening to Down, but like the original version of it, like the original recording of it, and it sounds better than I recall. But it might just be the time. But the vocals are so like
the
kind of
snare,
in the background,
dude.
and like it does sound like the guitar is louder than I recall. But like everything is really blending, dude. Like blending a lot.
No, what? What are you talking?
I'm telling you, man, it's you got to put it back on. This is a different recollection than I have on the song.
No, we gotta play it because no,
Can't play that shit.
You're right. That snare was so fucking obnoxious. It didn't work until they got into the other album. And granted, I'm a 311 fan, but the mixes were fucking garbage.
Wasn't that snare that stood out and it just...
Yes! And because the drummer was an
belong.
asshole and he wouldn't change because the mix engineer tried to talk to him about it and we never changed it. And he always had that same crack, but it would never mix with everything. No, I'm sorry.
I'm more agitated by the vocals, honestly. Like I think that the guy's got a good voice, but I don't like the recording of the sound of it. It almost sounds like underwater, like the way that they've recorded it with the production.
Exactly. It sounds underwater. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, a little bit. It sounds a little wobbly.
So what happens when you have a frequency go like this, and you have the other one do go like this? So you have one like that, and you have one like that. That's what creates that wash. And I don't know. They still got hits. I don't know how they did.
Oh, yeah.
They were catchy songs.
Oh, yeah.
And, Mini Moose. Mini Moose.
I don't think I know that song. I don't think I know any other songs besides that one.
How do you not know that song? I'm just fucking.
They have other hits?
completed.
311 has other hits? This is news to me.
God damn it. 311 has so many
Love song.
Dude, their cover of Love Song was genius.
Yeah, the cover.
I really liked it.
The cover of Love Song.
Yeah, the
Love
Cure
song by
The Cure. Yeah. They did a cover
Cure.
it, and I really like it.
It was a great song. Great version.
Well, you know what? I can't complain because at least Ryan likes 311. So, because a lot of people don't.
Dude.
A lot of people don't, and I'm like, dude, they're so good. They're so underrated, in my opinion. But
I mean, for me, they're just not that style of music. I never really got into that much. Sort of like indie industrial rock sounds.
Yeah.
Right. Like that's what I guess it's the closest you would come to kind of genrefying them.
Well, they're a weird band. They had rap in their music. They had heavy. It's almost. I mean, honestly, guys, like Band-Maid, where they'd have a song that was kind of light and poppy, then they would go heavy as fuck.
Yes.
And then it'd go into like reggae. And you're like, what the fuck's going on? And then. But I fucking dug all of it, man. So it is a weird band that if you don't like reggae beats and they throw it into half their shit, then you're gonna be like, okay, I don't want to listen to that, or rap or whatever. It's just weird.
The song Amber, that's a very strong reggae.
I love
one,
that
right?
song. Or like Transistor, where it's like no 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 cowboy no 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 no. No, 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 no.
That's a cowboy.
Yeah, that album sounded like nothing else. Nothing. There's no album that sounds like that or remotely fucking close. It's the most experimental.
This is what people tuned in to
album.
hear, dude. Talk about 311.
Hey man, we got to cover it. We got to cover the legacies, right? We talked about this. We got to keep the legacies of music alive.
You know what's crazy though? They're still doing like huge
Band-Maid.
tours. They're doing huge tours where they have like semis full of equipment and they're doing these massive tours. I didn't even know they're still doing, they got a fan base that is just, they're always going to be with them, which is cool.
I think it's important to mention bands like 311 because then people understand why we like Band-Maid or like bands like that. Because if you think about it, like 311 was they're very fucking innovative for their time. And they're really underappreciated for what they were doing. And I think a lot of it had to do with the mix. I really do.
I don't think anybody cares about the mix as much as you, dude.
No, dude, I'm telling you. Listen to like Limp Bizkit, Korn, when they started progressing, their mixes were flawless compared to 311. Compared to 311, all the new metal bands, all those bands coming out in the scene, they were flawless. That's what
they were about. You know what I mean?
Mixes matter. Mixes really matter. Because if you did Unseen World and you mix that like garbage, that would not be a good album. It would not. Like, if you do not make sure you separate them properly, you don't make sure you do the panning properly, you don't make sure you EQ it, you don't make sure you compress it. I'm just saying, it's not the same thing. So when I listen to that 311 album that I love, I'm like, this could be better if it had that sick-ass mix. Like Boston from the 70s still stands up to today because the mix was so fucking phenomenal and it can hold up with modern music. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I really think mixes matter, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I completely agree with you. I think that mixes matter. I think that this was their. I feel like
imagine if Boston was mixed like 311. Imagine
dude, did you have like one setting that you listen to every band on? If it didn't sound good on that setting, you're like, this mix sucks.
No, I always.
I had to change. I had to adjust for every band I listened to, so I make adjustments to 311 and fucking listen to it.
I always kept.
Well, then that's your. A lot of shit wasn't mixed for flat. It was mixed for fucking.
No, a lot of
people that had shit.
Most engineers have flat speakers.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to do. All right.
You know what?
I think can't.
I think they, Alan Einers. I personally
mixes
don't
can destroy
love
songs. I'm just saying they can. Like, I've heard good songs and the mix was just fucking utter garbage.
Yeah.
And you're like, 311 got past this somehow. I don't know.
Depending on what I'm listening to, I got to change how my stereo's set up. You know.
You shouldn't. I mean, you shouldn't have to do that though.
You shouldn't, but you fucking do.
This reminds me of, dude. This reminds me of when everybody was bitching about Game of Thrones being too dark in the final season, and people were like, "No, you gotta change your monitor." I'm sorry, Ryan. I was on the other side. I was like, "No, make the fucking show brighter." I don't want to increase the brightness on my TV. I get it though. Like, listen, we all have our preferences when it comes to mix settings.
Honestly,
right?
it puts all the work down the drain. Like, because when I do mixes, I make sure I have shitty monitors up on top, and I have good monitors that are flat, and then I have purposely shitty monitors that are mono to make sure that you have the full spectrum. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, come on. Boston. Listen to that Boston album from the 70s. From the fucking 70s. Nothing compares mix-wise.
But you don't think they were
Nothing.
going for that sound 311? That is, I think that they wanted that sound.
I think they listened to it before they put it out.
I think that they like that sort of like weird mix personally. Like, I don't know. I don't love it, but I think they probably loved it.
I love the song, just fucking hated the mix. I love them live. Yeah, maybe I'm being picky. I don't know. But
No, you got your own. You got your things, man.
maybe it's just
It's not being picky.
Yeah.
I don't think that's being picky. Sometimes we don't like things that we hear. It happens.
I see Joey laughing over here. He already knows. Joey, what do you say? You fucking give an opinion here.
He's like, I'm staying the fuck out of this one.
Joey.
Someone
Joey?
mentioned Sum 41 in the chat, and I'll say that I love their mix.
A phenomenal mix. It is.
Sum 41's got great.
They took
mixing.
a mediocre
Really
band.
good.
They took
Fuck out of here. I remember their mix specifically. That was
Listen,
great.
listen.
It was really good.
Listen.
Fuck ever, dude.
Really good mixing.
Listen.
Mixer
Hold on.
extraordinaires.
Hold on. Does this look infected? I'm not saying it's the greatest album ever. It isn't. But the mix was good.
Does this look infected? The one with like their popular one? Is that
That's
that
when
one?
they cut their face. But no, there's an album before that was more fit. It's all filler, no killer. I like Sum 41.
Oh
but
yeah,
anyways.
that's the one. That's the one
But-
I had.
Imagine if they had a shitty mix. I don't know. I don't think.
Well,
that-
a pop punk band with a shitty mix is going to sound worse than most bands, just because of the speed that they play at, right? And like it's supposed to be catchy, and if the mix is shit, then catchiness sort of gets thrown out the window. So you have to have a good mix to be like a Sum 41 or Blink 182 or something like that. You know what I mean? Because it's all
Because
about.
it'll sound worse. If
They're
you
not
didn't-
doing
If you
technical
didn't like them
stuff.
already, like imagine if you're like somebody that doesn't like punk, right? And you hear a shitty mix, like Rancid. Rancid had a lot of shitty fucking mixes. NoFX had a lot of shitty mixes.
If you're a punk fan, you don't
yeah.
give a fuck about them.
Exactly. No.
Yeah, usually
that's
don't
kinda
give a
true.
shit about
Yeah,
that.
that's fucking
point.
punk.
That's my point.
What are you even talking
Hold on.
about?
That's my point. That's my point. Hold on. That's my point, though. You don't give a fuck, right? Those fans don't give a fuck. But if you want to appeal to the masses, like NoFX did later on, where they fine-tuned the mix, all of a sudden they got more fans. That's what I'm trying to say. I get what you're saying, Ryan. You're absolutely right. People, you're right. You're right. Like, people don't give a fuck.
Hold on, we got a super chat in here. Teresa B sends in $10. Says, Alan, just take off your bra and relax. It'll make you less cranky. Thank you, Teresa, for your $10.
No, fuck that. Cranky.
You're wearing a bra?
Every day, bro. But I'm sorry.
Let's go with the dress.
Mixes ruin songs for me. I'm telling you. Like, if I hear a song and I can recognize when it's good, but at the the Gazette, perfect example. The last album was done so right, and every album before that, I was like,
What?
you know?
See, now you're just smoking dope.
Now you're smoking dope.
Yeah, thanks for the super chat, Teresa. All right, okay, I'm wrong. I'll take the L. Let's go.
No, I don't think there's an L to be taken here. I gotta say, like, I think that like if you
I'm biased. I mix. I get it.
listen, yeah, you're a mixer, you're an audio engineer, right? But like, and I listen to a lot of pop music, you know, and like if that pop music is mixed improperly, it destroys the song 100%. I think it matters less to me personally when it comes to like rock music and stuff like that, especially like we were talking about the punk. It's like, you know, you kind of want that gritty, grungy feeling to it. But you know, the poppier the music
depends.
gets, I think the more the mix matters.
Think about Nevermind, dude. Think about Nevermind. The way that the album was mixed compared to In Utero. You never listened to Nirvana, never mind. If you listen
No,
to In
we-
Utero
nobody
and
should.
you listen to Nevermind, there's a drastic fucking difference.
And they're both fucking great.
They're great, but you gotta agree, Nevermind killed it.
Are they great?
I don't have to agree. They both sounded great in their own way.
Are they?
True.
Did they?
But
One
imagine,
and Nirvana really liked In Utero way more than Nevermind.
yeah, I know.
I mean, it's whatever. We're beating a dead horse with this shit, dude. People are probably getting fucking bored.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, we're just
Maybe just because I'm getting bored. I don't know.
It is at the end of the. We're at the end.
Yeah,
of the
we're at
stream
the end.
right now,
I'm
anyway,
sorry.
but-
We can shut up. I'm just Yeah, yeah. Fuck. All right, I'm quitting. Yeah. No more engineering.
I'm sorry,
for me.
Norman just said, no, keep Ryan bored. I want to steal his bass hooks.
No, well, I mean, his bass hooks are never going to be as good to join Lovebites. I mean, because I already got in, so I mean, there's that too. So
we'll see.
That's
Cage match next week, next
Ryan,
Sunday morning.
Ryan, I love you. Agree to this.
Man's like, you're all right, dude.
You're cool, man. We're good.
Wow. God damn. I'm trying to end it peaceful. Like, you're cool.
He's looking for a fight, man.
All right.
Looking for a fight.
Fuck, man. Ryan. Okay, Ryan hates me. See you guys.
I don't hate you.
That's true. You wouldn't be doing this if you hated me. That's true. I'm sad now. Joey, tell me how you like being on this podcast today.
Definitely different than the last one we did. Definitely different. Definitely a different tone.
How do you feel? How do you feel, Joey? What do you feel inside? Hey, Ryan, don't stop playing. Play the sad music. Where's the sad music?
Sad tune for me.
There we are.
There we go. Joey, tell us more. How do you feel?
No, I just want to fucking cry.
Well, Ryan keeps stopping. Go, Joey. Tell us. How do you feel, Joey?
I feel that you care too much about the mix. I mean, the mix is so important.
Keep going, Joey. Go ahead.
But sometimes an opinion is an opinion, and we just need to accept the fact that it's your opinion.
Okay.
It is.
Ryan, why'd you stop playing?
Sure.
We got to set the mood here.
Because he was talking. I don't know.
Use that background music to get that sad feeling. Go, Joey.
I get that sad
I
feeling.
didn't want a sad feeling. I want to be happy.
All right, play some poppy stuff.
Mixes.
Give us some power chords, man.
Tell everyone you love them.
There it is. That's a lot happier, right?
All right. Joey, tell everyone.
All right.
Go, Joey.
What am I telling everyone?
Whatever you want.
Whatever I want. I have nothing to say.
Sing a song.
I did not sign up to be the vocalist.
No, we don't want people to sing songs on this
Goddamn,
podcast.
Joey,
man.
you suck.
You
How
do
you
not
gonna
We're gonna get
nothing?
copyrighted for
It's
singing
time to,
songs.
How are you gonna sit there and say nothing, Joe? All right. Anyway,
All right, let's do the outro.
Let's end the podcast. So we got Ryan.
Hey. That was fun.
Yeah,
Mr. Mirror.
Mr. Mirror. We got Ryan Mirror, who apparently I have my bra in a bunch. I don't fucking know. But anyways, we got Champ the Medium.
What's up, homies? Good to be here again.
Fuck, we got Joey Flowers, aka the Pregnant Lady Pimp, and I'm sad. Let's go.
No, we've got Alan. We've got Alan from Dyko Deck, who very much enjoys his mixing and his music and all things that matter in the music world. So, and I support the things that matter to him.
Ryan's like, fuck you.
I was done a half an hour ago.
All right, let's turn this thing off, guys.
All right, I love you guys. Hey, we love you guys. See you.
Yeah, thanks, chat.
Thanks, everybody.
You were awesome this time.
Adios.
You guys are awesome.